Sole possession of second place on the line tonight as we open the final week of the Arena Lacrosse League regular season. Welcome to the Toronto Rock Athletic Center as week 14 kicks off with the Oshawa Outlaws visiting the Brampton Express. Hello again, Lance Wynn working alongside Blair Campbell. Thanks for joining us for this rare Wednesday nighter. Starting goalies for tonight's game. First for the visitors from Oshawa, it'll be Deacon Knott that gets the call. Comes in with a 5-1 record. His goals against 10.03, save percentage of .818. And at the other end for Brampton, it'll be Cole Martin. His record 1-1, 11.84 goals against, save percentage of .772. Head coaches for the Outlaws in his first season, it's Joe Hiltz. His assistants are Mark Croak, Rob Martinell, and Chris Page. For the Express, also in his first season behind the bench, it's Jeff Dowling. His assistants are Todd Wilfong, Dylan Evans, and Kevin Haynes. Officials for today's game, another top crew. Mac Daddy Abbott is the crew chief. He's joined by Simon D'Souza and Mark Sandman Sands. And as we get underway here, Blair, a battle of two teams, identical records, sitting 9-3. Oshawa's in the 2 spot, Brampton in the 3 spot. It matters last weekend going into the playoffs, and of course seeding matters. What are your thoughts as we take a look here and we're underway?
Well, it's a big game. It's a solid game. Brampton's got to come out a lot better than they did the game against Toronto last week. Sorry, I had a little small brain cramp. At my age, that's forgivable. And you know what? And it really wasn't what Toronto or what Brampton did or didn't do. It was what Toronto gave them. And as far as Oshawa goes, Oshawa's got to play like they have been. They had that one bad game in there, and they just got to straighten it out from there. Oshawa,
of course, comes in riding a 3-game winning streak. And it was an easy win over Peterborough last week, 22-9. The final there, and what a great save by Deacon Knott. Had to have some quick reflexes there with the left glove. And now Josh Tagore, his pass will pop up, picked up. Mikhail Chelin, he'll go take it back the other way, and it's Jonah Bean. He'll wait for the rest of the offense to filter out. Ryan Campbell will jet start this set of offense out there with Zach Sutherland and Cody Menzies. And, of course, Mitchell Jeffroy working that side, swing it back around, 10 on the shot clock. Sutherland has some room, goes to the overhand bullet. And you give him that kind of room, he's been making a habit of that all season.
100% he's going to do that to you, and he'll do it to you every time. It was some great ball movement when talking with Kevin Haynes through the week. He said to me, the one thing we haven't been doing is getting the ball low. And you'll notice on that play, they got the ball across the floor. It went down to Campbell on the crease. He hit Sutherland at the top. And the other thing that Kevin said to me was Sutherland has to get himself moving through the middle more. He's relying too much on that outside shot, and guys are just sitting waiting for it.
Well, that is the case, so change something up right away there. And now the Outlaws with possession, and it's Farthing making his way in, was looking for Nick Andrioli. Couldn't catch it cleanly, but managed to recover that. Nick Volkov putting the lumber to him. John St. John, of course, one of the scoring leaders, has been in the 6 seasons the Arena Lacrosse League's been around, trying to duck in on Volkov. St. John tried to go far side. That'll be a crease possession to the Express. Notable absences in this game, of course, for the Outlaws. You're looking at Luke Laskowitz, one of the leading scorers in the league, and one of the biggest threats from outside or anywhere around that dotted half circle. So we'll see if that absence can't be picked up, as Zach Tompkinson not able to keep a handle on Jeff Wittig. Got a shot off, but now it's Ryan Nolan the other way. Nolan's going to wait for the rest of the offense out there with Jake Gilmore. St. John will filter out late. They'll swing it around over to that right side. The dump in looking for Cam Milligan. That went nowhere. McDonald now will move it up, and here come the Express. Harrison Brooks. He'll peel out. Job well done. Chelin now. Good defense, Chris Veltman. Him and McDonald doing the switch. Back at the top, Deacon Knott settles in. Rebound, no, and that's picked up in a good heads-up play to pounce on that rebound.
You almost saw that coming in the aspect that Campbell went to set the pick. When he set the pick, he backed off and the shot came, but he'd already made the move to go through the middle, and nobody went with him. And when the ball came off the goaltender, he was right there.
Well, good job by Ryan Campbell on the doorstep there. The quick hands to pick up that loose ball and pocket it before Knott was able to react in time. So the Express off to a better start than they did last week against the Monarchs. And this man, Penn Estrad, has been instrumental in working both ends of the carpet. Gage Board, swing it around. Sutherland almost lost a step, kick it back out, work it back to the top. 10 on the shot clock, Gage Board. So a good start for the Express.
And a start from their three guys they need in the game. But, I mean, this, once again, I mean, it's too bad Sutherland lost his step or his footing there because he was past the defender. And, I mean, that's a shot from about 45 feet out. And it's one that the goaltender, as I've said before, would like to have back. But it was a great bounce shot from just at the top of the crease up into the top corner.
First of the game, 27th of the season for Gage Board. And there isn't really anything he hasn't done. As, of course, this Express team, the newest expansion team in the Arena Lacrosse League this season, and they look good dumping in. And too much going on, so it'll go up the other way with the Outlaws. And they just haven't seemed to settle in quite yet here as Andrioli over the timeline. He'll give way now to Rogers. Rogers half boards, left side, trying to duck in. Met with Volkov and Van Scheppen. Shot on the run by Simons. Good save there. And now rebound trying to tuck it low. But Cole Martin had that closed off. And now the Express will counter the other way. And it's Van Scheppen. Mark Van Scheppen, of course, a couple of Van Scheppens in the Arena Lacrosse League. Just like there are a couple of Pfeiffers. Benzie swinging around. They'll go left side. Flip back out, lots of room. Wittig, and he goes to the far side for his second of the season. Let me just double check. Wittig's at fourth of the season, first of the game, and Deacon Knott getting worked early.
Brampton's doing something they didn't do in their last game. They're moving offensively, and there's two guys sucked down low, and he gets full step into the inside the dotted line in the prime shooting area. Gives him the fake, ties him up, and puts it over his shoulder.
Well, I tell you, Wittig, you give a Jeff Wittig that kind of time, and there aren't too many netminders, period, that are going to stop that. And out to a quick 4-0 lead are the Express. We're under 10 minutes to go here, opening quarter. McDonald, his pass to Milligan goes awry. Express now looking to counter the other way. That pass not a good one. Milligan's going to battle in for it. He picks up the loose ball. Going to have to split two defenders, and he does. Gets some help from Wallace, sends it over to the left side. And Gilmore's shot on target. Martin with the save. And now they'll outlet to Estrad. Estrad doesn't have the numbers. He'll wait for some help, and Board will settle things down. Jeffroy out there on that left side. They'll work it to Chellin on the right. Got a man behind the net in Campbell. Looking to bounce out. 10 on the shot clock. Swing to Board. Board with Tagori on him, and you can see there, first penalty of the game. Looks like it's going to go to Mitchell Joffroy.
You saw that coming from the last shift down the floor because the two of them were jabbering at each other. But right now, for Oshawa, they have to find a way to get John St. John involved in this game. Hasn't been.
Well, they haven't had the ball, really,
No,
when you look at it. We're at the 9-10 mark, Blair, and really the Express have dominated possession. So first chance here, first power play opportunity as the Outlaws come in working at just a 45% efficiency rate. The penalty kill for the Express, just 28%. So they struggle a bit there. Numbers in favor of Oshawa, but that's why you got to play the games as Board will look to burn some time here. just over a minute and a half to go in the man short situation. He's Strat out there as well, and they'll work that shot clock all the way down. It's at 10 now. And they'll look for an opening, more than likely a dump into the corner. And that shot in the corner with 2 seconds left. Tompkinson will pick that up. Now Oshawa will go back to work with a man advantage. Minute 10 left in the power play. So Milligan out there at the top, St. John and Gilmore on the left side. And they'll work that 2-man game over on the left. Milligan, backhand into that, goes off the crossbar. So a good hard shot from Alex Simons.
Good ball movement, excellent shot.
Simons and Adam Harlech, the final line. Milligan in tight, and what a save by Martin. Shrugged the shoulders, kept it out, and back now come the Express with numbers. Estrat has board with him. Estrat picks the top corner, and the Express, man oh man, they are lighting it up early.
That's the proper time to take the shot on a fast break when you're in transition. It was a 2-on-1 situation, and he just picked the top corner from that 25-foot line. And you know what? Oh, we got a goaltending change.
So Jackson Brown will come in to relieve Deacon Knott. Brown with a 3-0 record. His goals against 10.38. Now again, that could be just take a breather.
I was just going to say, I don't think that's over yet, that he's done. Well, the mask just did come off.
Well, Deacon Knott has put together one of the finest seasons as a goaltender here in the Arena Lacrosse League, and certainly you look at what the Express have done early on. They haven't missed anything, Blair. Everything they've picked every corner perfectly. It's been a bullet. And Milligan now answers. So Cam Milligan responds with a power play goal that gets the Outlaws on the board, and a very important goal now. It's 5-1.
And I guarantee you Van Sheplin would love to have that one back, because he ducked. And then when he stood back up, he was right in the way of as a screen. But he went down to let the goaltender see the shot, and he stood back up, and unfortunately he was right over his shoulder.
So a shorthanded goal given up on that power play, and then a power play marker to answer. So the Outlaws will scratch that even, and they're just trailing by 4 as we head toward the 7-minute mark here, opening quarter. Sutherland, he'll swing it around. Board now, kick it back out to Jerminski. Jerminski, skip pass. Sutherland one-on-one, looking for the quick stick finish, but not able to pocket it was Campbell. And back the other way comes Tompkinson, weaving through 2 defenders. Has got Farthing with him. Farthing tried to go 5-hole, big save. Rebound picked up just wide. So a good shift for Tompkinson. Doesn't result in anything. But the Express now counter the other way with Zach McDonald. Chullen swims his way out of trouble. Chullen trying to do it again, not again. And here come the Outlaws. Nolan in transition. Good defense by the Express. And he'll hit the trailer, and Simons quick shot over the net. Gilmore follows that up. Kicks it back. Simons ducks by 1. Quick shot. Good save by Martin. And Cole Martin on his game early on. And the Express will look out back door. Wittig, almost a good connection there. And some good forechecking, but the Outlaws not able to capitalize. Van Scheppen had it momentarily, gets it again. Doesn't have the numbers. He'll peel out and wait. Let the rest of the offense filter out. Wittig, send it over, and it's Campbell. Campbell, size up the situation. Delayed penalty coming to the Outlaws. Wittig on the give and go, and not gobbled up that loose ball. And once again, it looks like the Outlaws,
too many men,
this time will be penalized, and it'll be the Express that will get their first power play opportunity of the game. 67% of the power play efficiency are these Brampton Express, and with 5:27, that's going to take us into our first officials timeout. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more of the first quarter. Welcome back. 5:27 to go here, opening quarter. 5-1, the Express in the lead now, and they go to work with their first power play opportunity. Ryan Campbell sliding over, working with Sutherland. Good interchange. Big shot from Jeffroy. Saved there by Brown. And Nolan does a good job to scoop up that loose ball. He's going to have to go for a little bit of a run and hurry while doing it. Gets it up to McDonald, and they do a good job getting into the offensive end. St. John had it pop out. Gets it back. Two defenders now. Going to try to spin through. Can't. Jonah Beam and Jeffroy close that off. Now it's Volkov. He'll race over the timeline. Give his offense some time to work here. Under a minute 20 to go in the man advantage. So Chellan will filter in on that right side. As will Sutherland. He'll come in his familiar spot. Jeffroy over in the left shooter. Working that two-man game with Jaminski, who tried to feather that over the shoulder. Nothing doing for Brown. Reset. Fresh 30 now for the Express. Sutherland's shot. Oh. That will go off the rafters, and he's got a bullet to say the least. So he gets that shot on.
Not sure whether that hooked out of his stick or whether it caught the Oshawa player stick on his shot.
Rogers will fake that, look to burn some time. Gets out of some trouble there with two defenders. Andrioli now will swing it across. Simons looking inside to Milligan, who had a post-up going on. They couldn't connect. Express now will counter the other way. 25 seconds left in the man advantage. With room, Chellan walked right in, but he couldn't beat Brown. And now here comes Andrioli in transition. Finds Wallace, but good transition defense from the Express. They shut that off. Now it's St. John. 5 seconds left in the penalty. Oshawa will work it, and they're back now to full strength. We're under 3.5 to go. Gilmore swinging around. St. John gets it to Simons, and that one goes off the stick. And out of play. Possession will stay right here with the Outlaws. Dump off wide open and not able to capitalize, running out of room. And shooting wide at the same time was Simons. And now the Express. Sutherland gets a step. Oh, he's quick. Sutherland goes to the far corner. Blazing speed and deadly accuracy. Zach Sutherland with his second of the game. He's got 37 goals on the season.
That's exactly what Coach Kevin Haynes and myself were talking about with him. That's what he hasn't been taking and stopping and taking that shot from out front. And he's got the speed to be able to beat that guy.
Well,
proved it.
I think earlier in the season we've seen him using his speed a lot more. And then, like you said, Blair, he started to go to the perimeter game, and his coach is reminding him there's no substitute for speed, and there was a prime example, explosive first step.
It's not just that as well, but it makes your shot better if you've got that secondary situation where you take the ball to the net.
Agree, as Milligan working from way out, skip St. John, 10 on the shot clock. St. John back down looking for Gilmore, wasn't expecting it, and Gilmore ran through the crease, so Oshawa just a bit out of sync here in this first quarter, and now Volkov. 3-on-2, takes the shot, it deflects off Nolan, and wide of the mark, Jeffroy will pull it back out. Swinging around, Eastrat, working to Menzies. Menzies, kick it on the trailers, Wittig. Wittig leans in, wrong stick side, he'll look to peel around, 10 on the shot clock. Comes back around on the reverse, ball loose in the dotted half circle, Outlaws battling for it, and they'll pick it up, and it's Andrioli. We're under 2 minutes to go here, opening quarter. St. John with no Laskowicz, gonna need a little more from number 7. Coming out late is Gilmore, he'll swing it around, looking for Milligan. Milligan, good pressure on him, 10 on the shot clock. Skip pass, Gilmore looking inside, and Harlech wasn't able to pocket that pass, looked like it was on the money, and the Express now the other way, and good job as Volkov will battle hard, and not Volkov, McDonald. And now Campbell, his shot wide of the mark. Wide open, he looked like he had a man down low. Weren't able to find the mark there as it was Gavin Thibault. And it looks like we will have a penalty here, and it looks like it's going to go to Ryan Campbell.
And even the bench is questioning this in the aspect that if we show it back, the referee actually blew the whistle in with Campbell standing right near, and all he did was make the check on the stick. It's a question I don't know. It's one I don't get.
Second power play. Whistle blows. You can't touch the ball. You can't interfere. That's the rule. Milligan at the top. Simons on that right shooter spot. St. John now off to the races come the Express. McDonald, Estrat almost completed the tic-tac with Gage Board. Good work by the Outlaws. They'll pick it up, and now Milligan will move it up. 35 seconds to go here in the quarter. Minute 20 to go in the penalty. St. John going to have to keep an eye on the game clock. About an 8-second differential shot and game clock. St. John, he'll work the top this time. Gilmore slide over left shooter. He'll fake that pass, kick it back out. 10 on the shot clock. Gilmore goes to the overhand, looking short side, wide of the mark. St. John gonna have to hurry. Skips it over. Gilmore gonna get a late shot. Steered aside. Oshawa will get possession again. Dying seconds now of the quarter. St. John's gonna take that. Good save by Martin. And that will do it for the opening 15. A good one for the Express. They lead 6-1. We'll be back with the second quarter after this quick break. Welcome back as the Brampton Express leading the Oshawa Outlaws 6-1 after the opening quarter. Lance Wynn alongside Blair Campbell. Glad you have tuned in here on this Wednesday night. Battle for sole possession of second place as we head into the final weekend of the regular season. Arena Lacrosse League will get you prepped for the final weekend and the dates for the playoffs off the draw. Chris Veltman will control, and the Outlaws now will go back to work on the power play with 35 seconds left in the man advantage. So St. John, the top, Gilmore out on that left shooter spot. Simons as well. Gilmore filters in, makes a good fake, good save there by Martin. Point blank, and you can't argue about the shot selection. The outlet on the money to Gage Board. Board picks it. What a save at the other end. That's what I'm talking about, Jackson Brown.
What a great pass from Martin. Two things happened. Board delayed, and then all of a sudden he went, and Martin stayed with him.
Sure did. A good job there as St. John now. Penalty over. Skip pass. Gets it back. Gilmore tries to slide it, but that's closed off. Good job by Martin. Transition again. All the way up at the other end. It's Horsley. Another good save at the other end. Jackson Brown. So end to end, both goaltenders standing tall. And St. John late has room. That shot goes off a defender's helmet. And the Express now with numbers. Estrat was reaching for it. Horsley will bail him out. Good job by Tagore. He too has blazing speed. And that goes up loose. And Grandel will get that loose ball. Good work by the Outlaws. Veltman 2-on-2. He'll pull it back out and swing it around. Outlaws and their offense now with Simons. Simons gets a step on beat. Quick shot. So Alex Simons shows up to the party now with 13:16 to go in the second.
And it's a goal they needed to get, and they needed to get it early in this second quarter, but a couple of missed plays from the other end, and he literally just stepped around a guy and put a beautiful little bounce shot short side.
33rd goal of the season for Simons. And like you said, Blair, a much needed one. Cuts the lead now to 4. And off the draw, as Riley Morgan battling in that circle, and Volkov now possession to the Express. See if they can't match some of that momentum, swinging towards the Outlaws now as Board will peel around. Looking for an opening, gets it over Sutherland. He'll swing it around Menzies. Menzies skip pass. Whitting looking to duck in. Whitting trying to go up top. Good save. Close that off. Now on the run. Here come the Outlaws. It's Veltman. 1-on-2. He'll curl out. Has St. John with him. And he'll think better of either. Dump it off. And now it's Milligan. Cam Milligan, 1-on-1. Milligan can't find an opening. Skips it. St. John. St. John, tough pass. That was right at the feet. Not a good one. And away now comes Estrat. Heads up the back door. Estrat, wrong stick side. Rings it off the iron. Back the other way on a great hop is Webb. And the Outlaws back door. Rogers had a notion, but good defense there turned him away. As that was Gavin Thibault getting the job done. Simons unloads that one over the net. 10 on the shot clock. Rogers picks it up. Was looking for St. John and almost threw it away. Good job to track that loose ball down on the crease. And Rogers had way more time than he thought. Wasn't able to find the net. And possession now the other way to the Express. And Blair, good job by Oshawa moving the ball around, but poor execution at the end on offense. Campbell diving through. Ran out of real estate there as he took a hard hit. And the Outlaws countering the other way. Andrioli. St. John out deep in that left side. Cutter is Rogers. That's a late hit by Volkov. And it'll stay right here with the Outlaws.
Not sure Volkov knew he didn't catch the pass.
Swing around. Milligan and Milligan. St. John, his bullet wide. Both off the mark. That's going to be a violation. And will be Brampton's ball deep in the end. We're under 11 minutes to go here, second quarter. Jeffroy will immediately skip it across, and Menzies now. Jeffroy gets it back, gets a screen, turns the corner and finds the back of the net. So Mitchell Jeffroy off to an outstanding start.
And a great goal from outside. There was a bunch of screens set in the middle from people. But this is something that I don't want to see Brampton doing, is getting into that situation where they're looking to take that outside shot all the time. what got them that quickly in the first quarter was the cutting through and the ball movement through the middle. So, I mean, it's nice to get that goal, but
well, you can bet the coaching staff's not going to argue about the goal. Joffroy with his 16th of the season. And this Brampton team looking a lot better than they did last weekend against the Monarchs. Different team, though. Board goes to the underhand, tried to slide it 5-hole, but a good save made there by Brown. And now Veltman zips it up. St. John buries it. Transition at its finest right there. 1-2 passes on the money, back of the net.
Thomas McDonald actually quit going back. Sorry, not McDonald, it was Horsley. Quit because the guy come off the bench, and you know what? You can't let up. You see that guy down there in a fast break, but it was a great pass from down the end, and it's good to see Johnny get into the scoring. They need that.
That's his 24th goal of the season, but he comes in with a league best 62 assists. So St. John pivotal to this Oshawa offense, as is Luke Laskowitz, but it's going to be someone else that's going to need to step up here as Board looking with Sutherland, and his sidearm steered aside by Brown. Ball loose, Sutherland picks it up, fresh 30, Brampton back to work. We're under 10 minutes, second quarter. Board. The defender on him, Wallace. Board tucks it in, goes to the far side. What a save, and a rebound picked up and pocketed neatly and nicely
Medeiros.
by Jordan
right spot,
Medeiros.
Right time off the rebound. But again, they got the penetration. Good shot by Board. But good penetration by Board. Gets a shot off. Gets the rebound. Medeiros was just happened to be in the right spot at the right time.
He did. Good quick hands. His 4th of the season. And the Express getting some contributions from everyone. Seven different goal scorers in their 8 goals. So Brampton certainly sharing the wealth and having everyone step up. McDonald over the timeline.
That's the stuff right there that Brampton stopped doing and got themselves into the game. When you get that fast break, every once in a while you got to back it out and let your offense out there.
Simons and St. John not able to connect. That one went off the netting. Possession the other way. And now it's Volkov. Volkov has Wallace walking him, blows by him, working it to Campbell. Campbell had Menzies flying around. Menzies, though, not able to get a shot off. Looks inside, and a beauty pass right to Mikael Chulin, and he buries it.
Brampton's now back to doing what they were doing. They're getting the ball movement. Ryan Campbell hits Menzies. Menzies hits Chulin, cutting through the middle, and he buries it. That's what they got to do to keep this game going. They've got to keep the ball moving.
Just some great ball movement there. Give Cody Menzies some credit. He never stopped moving on the play. And sometimes it's more about that movement without the ball than with it, as McDonald now going to have to turn the corner, and hurry does. It's picked off, though, and McDonald to McDonald. Thomas McDonald, and he gives it right back.
That was not a smart pass.
Cam Milligan now. Back door, and just a bit out of sorts. Rogers not able to catch that pass that was right on. And Brampton now countering the other way with Eastrat. 2-on-2. He'll wait. Time right now in favoring the Express as they have a commanding 9-3 lead. Sutherland looking back, and nothing doing there as Jerminski tried to go airborne and find the far corner.
He did a great job going airborne. It was before he went airborne that his foot stepped on that white line.
So it's all about the start then, is what you're saying, as St. John. Simons skipped it, probably should take the touch. Gilmore, the rebound. He tried to go 5-hole, but Cole Martin having none of that. And now countering the other way, here come the Express. Ball loose, and good effort there by Tebow. But he loses it, and now the other way comes Nick Martino. Nolan has some time to gather that loose ball. Oshawa looking for a bit of a spark here. Haven't been able to put together back-to-back goals as of yet. Milligan dumps it off on the money, and that one is in the back of the net. So a beauty screen and roll. Alex Simons, the recipient, and it's a 9-4 game.
I actually wasn't 100% sure this went in. It looked like it rolled off him and down, but he had a better view than I did. Right there, it looked like it went off his, it must have caught the mesh behind him. But a great pick and roll.
I didn't want to correct you, but caught the mesh behind him.
I wasn't sure.
Yep, that's hard for you to do, I know. As with 7:09 to go, that will take us to our officials timeout, and we're going to stay right here. And just to give you an idea of what this weekend will look like, Friday, of course, will be at Brampton Memorial, where the Six Nations Snipers will take on these very Brampton Express. Saturday, head out east to Children's Arena, 3 p.m. start. It'll be the first place Toronto Monarchs taking on the Whitby Steelhawks. That'll be an important game.
Very important game.
And following that will be the Ohsweken Bears against these Oshawa Outlaws. Going to be a tough bit of work for the Outlaws, as the Bears never seem to go away. Sunday at the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena will be Peterborough taking on Paris. That is a 2 p.m. start. We'll round out the regular season in the Arena Lacrosse League. Playoffs now, Blair, Saturday, April 1st. First quarterfinal, that will be right here at the track. Then Sunday, April 2nd, will be a triple header at Brampton Memorial, 1 o'clock, 4:30, and then 8 p.m. So that will give you an idea what the next couple weeks look like, and then we'll talk a little bit about championship weekend, Blair. But, Blair, coming into this game, obviously the seedings have not been determined. There's a lot of parity in the top 4 teams, certainly. If you are one of those top 4 teams, how are you preparing for the playoffs now with this last weekend?
The only way you can prepare is do the best you can and try to get the highest seed that you can. So what that means is you go out and play your game and you don't let up.
Cam Milligan with the finish there. So we asked for back-to-back goals from the Outlaws, and they certainly do. Milligan's second of the game. He's got 14 in the season. And Outlaws back in this one now.
Yeah,
trailing 9-5.
Take a wild guess who starts this play. What have we said before about getting the ball down low? They get the ball down low to St. John as he's stepping up. Milligan's wide open in the middle. And like you said, you can't give a guy like that much time.
Well, when you have a master facilitator like John St. John, all you got to do is get open. He'll find you.
Stop using big words.
I'm trying to cut it down. Volkov waited late, but Gage board. What a save right there. Man, oh man. Jackson Brown has come in and closed the door, as Veltman now working in the offensive end. Milligan bullet as he turns around on the spin. St. John picks up the loose ball, ducks back in on the reverse. John St. John, what a save by Martin at the other end. Volkov now McDonald gonna try to work it up. And he does. Gets it to Harrison Brooks. Brooks will put on the brakes and give way to Menzies. Menzies playing a bigger role on that right side as these games go on. Campbell ducks through. What a beauty goal! Ryan Campbell splits the middle and buries it. And oh man, I thought you said he didn't have a stepdad. What happened?
I didn't say
he was hurt. He was sore. He wasn't sure how he was going to go.
His body's so darn sore right now. He doesn't know whether it's up, down, bin, or when. He can't even chase his kids around the house.
Listen, that sounds like a false injury report, in my opinion. Because look at this.
But that situation, 3 Oshawa defenders backed inside the dotted line, and let him come right across the top. And once he got that ball in the top, he had room to split the middle. And you can't give guys like that much time with the ball in the middle of the floor. You said it, not me. I'm just agreeing with you.
I always appreciate you when you agree with me because it doesn't happen. Express back and teeing that one up. Giving it everything he could, Nolan Marshall, as he stepped into that one right there.
One of the things that's right now, this is a situation where the guy comes late off the bench, and I can't see who it was. It was number 8. It was 8 or it was 9. It was Ryan Campbell. He forced the guy down in coming off the bench, but allow the guy to come off late from that, and that got him in that situation.
Timeout on the play as we will stay right here and just talk a little bit about, give you a reminder what the standings look like. Don't have a standings board, but the Monarchs leading the way with an 11-2 record coming in. Oshawa and Brampton 9-3. Whitby's 8-5. They sit in the 4th spot. Paris 5-8. Tied with Six Nations, also 5-8. Ohsweken in the 7th spot, 3-10, and Peterborough 1-12. So championship weekend will be right here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. Saturday, April 8th will be first semifinal, 1 p.m., and then the second semi will follow that at 4 p.m. And of course, Sunday, April 9th, the championship final, 3 p.m. right here at the track. You will not want to miss any of the playoff action here in the Arena Lacrosse League.
And it's going to be interesting, and it's like you said, it's going right down to the final games of the weekend. The winner, if Oshawa wins this game, if they come back and win this game, and they win their next game, they could take first place from Toronto. If Brampton wins this,
depending on what Toronto does,
yeah,
of course.
That's right.
Another win will solidify Toronto's. Tompkinson off the face-off, curls around and tried to go 5-hole. Good job to keep the basket right there by Martin. And now here comes Gage Board. Gage Board easily over the timeline, tucks it in, gets it over Campbell. Campbell gets a screen duck in flip. Derminski not able to connect with that. Campbell does a good job keeping it loose, scoops it up. Ryan Campbell, what a great save there, doing the splits was Jackson Brown, and a fresh clock here for the Express. Menzies continues to be in perpetual motion as he works it as Derminski. Has some room. He's going to try to duck in. Flip it off. Campbell looking in tight to Wittig. Not able to do much with that. And the Outlaws now will counter the other way. Andrioli snaps it to St. John. St. John looking for a trailer. Finds one in Milligan. Milligan looking for Simons. Manages to track down his own rebound. St. John. Milligan, he's going to take that. That's well wide of the mark. St. John's got that. 8 on the shot clock. Going to have to move. Milligan again, underhand, wide of the mark. That will be a violation, and it will be possession to Brampton. 4:24 to go here, first half. Chullen. He'll peel out and wait for the rest of the offense. As McDonald working him over. Chullen struggles to dump it off. Good defense there as Nolan will take a hit, and there'll be a penalty called on the play as the Outlaws look like they will go to the power play.
Looks like they're having a little discussion about whether it's a double minor, whether it's a 5, whether it's 2 guys going.
So Nolan Marshall gets saddled with the penalty. And Oshawa now will go to just their 3rd power play opportunity of the game.
It is a 5-minute major.
So a 5-minute major on the play, and that could potentially give the Outlaws a chance to get back in it. 5 and 2. So
I thought they got 2 guys down there. I said that. I wasn't sure.
you were right there, Hawkeye, as now it'll be a 5-on-3 situation now for a full 5. That one gets knocked loose. Gage Board, right guy for the job out there, and now Jonah Beam, also a transition specialist, as he will hold it, and they will look to work some clock. Short 2 now. Board.
This is where you don't take a shot unless you've got a complete opportunity and you take the full 30 and run it right down. There you go.
6 on the shot clock, so Gage Board will flip that deep in the corner. And with 3.5 to go, Outlaws now. We'll move it back up. Minute 15 to go in the first penalty. Plenty of time in the second. St. John has room to walk in, and a good save made right there, as looked like Martin baited St. John, and now the Express move it up over the timeline, and it's Beam.
And if Oshawa's willing to stand back there.
Backdoor cut, Gage Board!
There you go.
Short-handed, that was a beauty.
That's not short-handed. That's 2 men down. That should never happen. But what an absolutely great pass from Beam here. He threw a bounce pass, read it perfectly, right to him. You couldn't ask for a better pass for that, and what a great finish by Board going to the net, and a 2-man short goal.
Outstanding work by our crack camera crew team, as they are all over it. Replays outstanding, and Beam. So what looked like an opportunity for the Outlaws seems more like an opportunity for the Express. Chris Veltman spins out of trouble, and now they're going to run it over the timeline with Andrioli. So the Outlaws need a little something here as they continue with a 2-man advantage for 25 seconds. St. John, Gilmore swing across. Milligan steps back. Good pad save, reset. Gilmore, pick it up. Simons swinging around St. John, good passing. Not the best one there with the backhand pass. 10 seconds left in the first penalty. St. John, Eastrat on him. Dying seconds now, and that'll be possession to the Outlaws. Penalty over, and now it'll be a 5-on-4 situation for 3 minutes. No shots on goal. Sorry, 1 shot on goal during that 2-man power play. St. John shot on the money. Good save there by Martin. Loose now. And Haralek battling for it, shovels it over. Milligan tried to tuck it by Martin, but he was having none of it. And we're under 2 minutes to go here. McDonald. Still 2.5 to kill in the 5-minute major. Outlaws battling on those half boards. Wittig in there as well. He comes away with it. Jeff Wittig. Wittig, quick shot and a good save by Brown. McDonald picks it up. Wittig has no stick. And now Nolan will get it over the timeline with 2:10 to go in the man advantage. Minute 15 left in this half. Gilmore will swing it around. The Outlaws just haven't been crisp or clean. As that shot on the mark. Good save there by Martin. And he has gotten the job done early on. Gage Board. Speaking of getting the job done, we're under a minute to go here. Board. He'll take it deep down into that left corner.
Take your full 30 as best you can right here.
That's exactly what he's doing here as Board. A reminder, last time these two teams met, Brampton came away with a 13-11 win. And now Outlaws with 30 seconds to go in the half. So
4 seconds difference.
4-second differential. Milligan at the top. Him and St. John, 2-man game. Skip pass. Gilmore was going someplace. Not to the pass, though. Loose. Gilmore fights. Gilmore kicks it over. And that one from Haralek finds the mark. So they finally do solve Cole Martin.
And Cole Martin actually got a pretty good piece of this ball. It was a great shot, mind you. Underhand kept it low, but Martin was able to get his right shin pad on this, and it just went off the wrong angle on him. But great ball movement for a change with Oshawa on the power play. It's the first time I've seen it.
9.1 seconds left here in this first half. Going to be battling in there. That gets shot backwards. Volkov with one hand, as that will put an end to the first 30 minutes in the books. When we come back for the third quarter, it'll be a power play opportunity for the Outlaws. We'll take a short break. Coming out of it, Bragg steps into one longboat. Good save. The outlet is tossed down there. This may have a chance. Longboat scores! Jackson Longboat finds the back of the net from his own net. So you could say that was an accident, but it wasn't. And hats off to the veteran Ryan Masters as he points down in acknowledgement to Longboat. Longboat, oh, he planned this. That was perfectly placed. To Hopper into the top corner. And for the first time this season, I got to put a goal mark by the goaltender. So Spencer Martin doing a good job. Good individual effort there, working off his man, and the head fakes are what allowed him to roll off, create space, and he puts that one 5-hole on Sam Haynes, and he made it look easy, just bouncing off a defender. And he is a master at being able to use his body to protect the ball and still get a good shot off on the run, as you can see there. Abrams down, and he parked that one just over his shoulder. Tie 2-2, and just a good piece of quick stick lacrosse right there. Not a whole lot to work with. But boy, that Pfeiffer, he only needs a quick second. Slipped that one just under the arm of Goa Abrams. Just some good work here by Pedwell, as he was initially thought about that crease dive from behind the net, but as you can see, space opened up there, and good composure to take his time, size up Haynes, and find that near corner. So the Monarchs dodge a bullet there, as we are just under the 5-minute mark opening quarter. Pfeiffer Williams working the right side, two-man. Thomas, good defense. Jordan Dance, first shot of the game, is stopped. Rebound collected by Corbett. Fresh 30 here for Toronto. Williams skip pass. Buck down into Pfeiffer, tried to inside out that corner and wasn't able to do it. Abrams closed that off. Monarchs working hard, getting the loose balls. Dance looking for someone, gets a screen, quick shot, another good save by Abrams. Ball loose, Buck fishes it out. Tanner Buck, the shovel to Corbett, they've got time. Skip the bounce, Pfeiffer, wrong stick side, takes a good hard check. Oakley Thomas looking for the dunk, and Tanner Buck, the Buck stopped right there. Beauty heads up play. Give credit to Jordan Dance, as Tanner Buck picks up his 15th of the season, but a lot of extra work there. Oakley Thomas with a great job on the cross check, but that ball got to Tanner Buck, and he did exactly what he needed to do. And it looks like it's going to be Jack McAlpine who picks up the first of the game. So McAlpine just doing a good job hovering, and you can see Longboat not even aware. So a good use of the backhand there by McAlpine. Hill dumps it inside. Stats, good save from Masters. Vern Hill picks it up again from in tight, another good save. Ryan Masters standing tall here between the pipes. Stats finally just took a little off the underhand. You can see here that box inside the dotted half circle definitely have to be at the very least at the top of the dots. Anyone in this league is able to get a lot on a shot from there. Dennis doesn't see a defender on him, saw him at the last second, skips it over. Bragg misplayed that, and Vern Hill ahead of the pack. He's going to get a chance. Vern Hill on a breakaway. Vern Hill finally puts one in on a breakaway. How you like me now? 66. About time, 6 breakaways later. You could see there, just a good job, McGregor Allen finding Vern Hill, always quick on the release. And Vern Hill, Sands, Nolan Fair fishing for something there. Get it over. Bradshaw goes to the far side. So Aaron Bradshaw, with some life there, picks up his first goal, number 7 on the season, and more importantly puts a halt to that 4-goal run by the Snipers and trims the lead now to 5-2.
McDonald. He'll head off to the bench, leaves the ball. Out to the top to Menzies. Menzies cuts through now. Ball into the corner to Sunderland. He circles around to the top. Sunderland finds a hole. Nice fake and scores. You can see Sunderland finding that hole down to the middle. Nice little fake. And he finds an opening down low. So 1-1. So 3 goals already in the opening 3 minutes. And now Whippy with the ball off the ensuing faceoff. Couple fakes. That one goes high and wide as Pfeiffer looking for the top corner, trying to drop it over Nagy. Liam Osborne, a little quick stick to the far side. And the Steelhawks respond right away to restore their lead. That was all started in the back end by the captain, Liam Osborne. You see him bring it up. And then just a nice bury off the quick stick on that far side. You see the strip at the far end. And a 2-on-1. Istrat with the finish as he tiptoes right at the top of the crease, avoiding that line. 3 seconds left to go on the man advantage, which will wipe that penalty out. You see things starting with the captain board. Over to Sunderland, who comes off a pick. And he picks that bottom corner past Crawley. So a 2-goal lead. The big Paris looking for their first lead of the night. There's a chance by Pavic, and he scores. Ryan Pavic finds an opening down the middle, makes a nice fake, and finds the back of the net. You can see Pavic. He's in the middle right now, number 33. He ends up spinning around, gets that ball, makes a nice fake, and goes over top and not.
Welcome back to the Toronto Rock Athletic Center as we get set for the third quarter. I think one of the good things about working with Blair Campbell is some of the
anecdotes.
Some of the ridiculous things that are said between the breaks, but once in a while you make sense. I won't lie, once in a while.
And one of the senses I made through this break in talking was I said that I think one of the teams that could be a big surprise team in the playoffs is Paris, because they're playing well when they get their team out.
Agree. I think Oshweekend is also up there, as is Six Nations, as dangerous teams. And yeah, okay, I agreed with you. And yeah.
Can I have that in writing?
Yeah, okay. No.
Notarized?
It's on air, so that's good enough, all right? 35 seconds left in the power play for the Outlaws. Looking for a little momentum here to start this third quarter, trailing 12-6. Gilmore ducks in. Good job by Beam. Flips it back. Rogers, he's going to go to work. What a save there by Martin. Martin, agility, flexibility on display. Express now will move it up into the offensive end. Beam has some room. He'll peel off, and it's Sutherland. 5 seconds left in the Brampton penalty. Sutherland, Tagore on him. That's a good matchup of speed. That gets dumped in desperation into the corner. And you can see John St. John looks like he's got to head to the change room, get a stick replacement. And it looks like maybe the shaft gone. He was carrying the head with him. So Milligan now will have to pick it up. Haralick buries that off a great pass from Cam Milligan. So we asked who might step up in the absence of Laskowitz, and Haralick certainly has to be one of those candidates here as he takes a pass and a beauty finish.
And this is something that we said that Oshawa has to start doing. They got to get themselves involved in the play. They got to get themselves moving, get the ball to the net. And that was a defensive breakdown on that end in the aspect. And I'm not taking anything away from Oshawa or the goal, but nobody went with them going down the slot.
Beltman, backhand pass looking for Milligan. Milligan roughed up early, and that'll be possession to Oshawa. So see if the Outlaws can't mount some momentum here and claw their way back into this game. Rogers, work on that left side, him and Gilmore. Rogers trying to turn the corner, trying to duck in, swim his way. He gets all tangled up. Good defense there by Estrat and Beam. And now Campbell. Campbell has Wallace on him. Wrong stick side. Think better of it. Turn around and he'll wait for some help. Chullen has some room. Thought about it. Kicked it back over. Jeffroy, his shot. Good save there as it looks like Deacon Knott back between the pipes. His pass looking for Tagore, but it was intercepted by Chullen. Chullen now the other way. He'll peel out. And Jeffroy will set things up. Good pressure by the Outlaws as they force the issue. That bounce shot, force it all you want. Mitchell Jeffroy finds the mesh.
You know you're having a good game when you're falling to the ground and you're able to let a bounce shot that beats the goaltender from 25 feet out, because he literally was falling to the ground right here as he made the shot, but he made a great shot. One of the things I was going to say to you about this, in order for this game to go one way or the other, Brampton has to keep the pedal to the metal and do what they've been doing, and Oshawa has to start getting to the middle.
We'll see if that pans out. Volkov has Estrat. Estrat, good save, Deacon Knott. Rebound, that one wide of the mark by Gage Board. And Brampton out with possession. Beltman scoops that up and lays the outlet to Andrioli. Andrioli doesn't have the numbers, so he'll hold up. Wait a minute. Simons now swinging around to Milligan. Milligan on the run. Cam Milligan. And if you don't know, you better ask someone. That guy will shoot from anywhere.
And you're right, and this is exactly what he did. But what's happening right now is Oshawa is moving. They're not standing still. Great pick right there by Simons. And he set up that goal so Milligan could get the shot away.
Helping your teammate out, and that closes the gap now 13-8. As the Outlaws come out strong here in this third quarter. Chance again for the Express. Deacon Knott standing tall. And Knott will get it. Quick outlet. He finds Nolan. And not too many goalies with that kind of agility, as Deacon Knott quick with the save and then the outlet. St. John back out there. New shaft. Milligan skips it. St. John. Skip it right back. Swimming his way in. Simons looking for room. Gets triple teamed. They close that up. Ball loose. Brampton doing a great job collectively. Horsley will shoot it down into the offensive end, and it'll be possession back the other way to the Outlaws.
I think Horsley kind of rushed that because he thought maybe the 8 seconds was going to be up, and that exactly what that was a rush. But you got to give him credit for thinking he's trying to get the ball down the floor.
Haralek set it over. Simons bounce off a check. Haralek gets it back. Good pressure defense by the Express as they do a good job rotating 15 on the shot clock. St. John. He'll work it over to the half boards. Rogers trying to duck his way in and diving. Great save there by Martin as he closed that right off. And you could see, Blair, when the crease dive initially came in, goalies weren't sure how to defend that or to stop that. Now they seem to have a better idea.
Yeah, they do, but it's something I personally would like to see stopped because somebody's going to end up getting hurt, whether it's one of the goalies or one of the players.
You want to take out the crease dive now?
Yes, I do.
Wow, okay. That's interesting. Jeff Roy, plenty of time in the shot clock, working it at the top. Gets some room and finds the mark. So Mitchell Jeffroy on fire. That's his third of the game. He's got 18 in the season. And a much-needed one to halt that Oshawa run.
And I really got to say, again, it's a great shot from outside, but it's something you got to stop trying to rely on. They've got to start getting they've gone away from getting the ball low and working it up from that way. I'm not taking away from the shot. It was a great shot. But realistically, you got to start moving the ball, and you can't be looking at one thing.
Well, they put up 14 goals, Blair. They're doing
no argument.
They're doing a little everything, it seems. Inside and out. St. John. Some people just aren't happy. Doesn't matter what. Quick shot, steered aside. Martin, rebound loose. St. John picks it up, fresh 30. St. John, ducking by McDonald, peels around on the reverse pivot, kicks it out. And a big shot from Simons, never found a way. Took it again, stopped by Martin. Rebound, Simons, loose, picked up, and a good job there done by the Express as Medeiros gets a step on St. John. Medeiros tried to go far side, good glove save by Knott. Rebound, Webb, he's gonna turn the corner, kick it back up. McDonald looking ahead, keeps it himself and finds the mark. So a big transition goal for the Outlaws comes at a good time.
Great transition goal, well thought out, great pass from Nick Webb, and a great job of just taking it across the top. But the one thing we've said with Brampton doing their smart stuff was you can't take shots like that with 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. However, I can't.
Farthing working on the half boards. So back to a 5-goal game with under 10 minutes to go here. St. John chased out by McDonald, swing around, working that right side. Milligan trying to duck in. Milligan looking for the quick stick with Gilmore. Weren't able to connect. Estrad had it, got it back. He's off to the races now. Gonna have to wait 2-on-2. Waits has Menzie diving in. Menzie takes a hard hit. That's gonna be a high stick. Well,
if it's a high stick, it'll be a 5-minute.
Looks like Grandal came out and up on the check. Campbell! So Ryan Campbell.
All of a sudden his stick started working.
Third of the game for Campbell on that delayed penalty call. And it looks like it is going to be a 5-minute major. Grandal has made his way to the penalty box. And I would have to believe that that's a good call.
Well, if he's calling it high stick and he's got no choice but to give him 5 minutes. We know that. If it's an illegal cross-check, yep. Definitely the 5 for the high stick. That's the sign we just got.
So that's the case. Just the second power play opportunity for the Express in this game.
My question is, does that take 1 goal off the 5-minute major because he wasn't in the penalty box yet? I'm not 100% sure of that.
Oh, you're supposed to be the resident expert.
Intelligent individual that I am. Wipe that smirk off your face, please.
Listen, I'm not the only one smirking. There's a lot of viewers probably smirking right now, okay, besides me, all right? And most of them are related to you, all right? So you know. Express back to work, man advantage. Plenty of time here. Sutherland. He's been quiet here in this game up to this point. And Chelland's going to size it up, but he cannot. If he can see it, he'll stop it. And they'll have to move it up over the time line with McDonald. So a long road to kill here for these Outlaws after clawing their way back, closing the gap. It was an answer by Campbell. St. John trying to work his magic, and he does.
Wow.
Johnny St. John, highlight and a half right there.
The only word to describe that goal is wow. And that was one of those where, knowing John, it was like, give me the ball. This is going in the net. Because right here, he's got 2 guys to beat. He's on the wrong side of the floor, and he puts it far side top corner. What? I mean, that's a goal scorer's goal right there, period.
I know, I never seen his dad do that, I'll tell you that. That was pretty impressive right there. But then again, there's a couple of guys who I never seen them do it, but their kids seem to stand tall. So good on you guys for making them new and improved. Back to work in the power play. Go the Express. Campbell, Sutherland. He has room. Not with a good pad save. Lead back to 5 after that short-handed marker by John St. John. Sutherland going to have to get more into the offense. He was early on. That one from Campbell. Steered aside. And a fresh clock now. We're under 7 minutes to go here, third quarter. Wide open again, but all those shots from the perimeter. Just like you said, Blair, and Deacon Knott making a wall as he zips that outlet pass to Tagore. Tagore got to use his speed. Sutherland on him. Tagore races out of trouble, flips it back. Milligan, wrong stick side. He's got to get over to that right side, kick it back over, and now it's St. John. On a cutter on the run is Simons. That one a good save there by Martin. And now Sutherland will bring it back up with 2:50 to go in the major penalty. Chelland. Slide it around. Jeff Roy, kick it back. Campbell has that block. Ball loose now in the dotted half circle. Picked up. Campbell does a good job. Flips. Got to hurry. 2 on the shot clock. No reset. That'll be a shot clock violation. Good defensive hold by the Outlaws. And they will get possession, but that looks like it's going to take us to our officials' timeout. We'll take a quick break. Back here with more of the third. Back here at the Toronto Rock Athletic Center. You're tuning in on this Wednesday night. This, of course, a makeup game from the previous snowstorm. Had to be rescheduled, so a battle for sole possession of second place raging on here as Haraluk loses it, but it's picked up. And now Simon's looking to capitalize, but it'll be Volkov the other way. Nick Volkov has Gage Board with him. Volkov goes to the shot. What a save, Deacon Nye. Stuck out that arm, made a good glove save. Possession right here remains. 2 minutes on the penalty, but able to walk right in as Eastrat as he stepped inside the dotted half circle and found the mark.
And that was a situation where it might have been a good one to take that shot or step into that, because Oshawa got caught with their offensive guys still on the floor. If you look at that, you got St. John out there, and you, when that ball goes out of bounds, you got to get yourself off the floor. But that's not, and no disrespect to Johnny. Johnny can play defense. But that was just a situation where Brampton took advantage of what they were given.
Defense stood. Chris Veltman was back too far, and you allowed a good shooter to come inside that dotted. You know, if you're any of these guys in this league, Blair, if you give them a shot from inside that dotted half circle, shot's probably going to be on net, and chances are going to find the back of the net. That's how good these guys are. So I think it's important.
Yeah,
that
and it's
opportunities have to be limited, and allowing a guy like that to move right in that close is just not the way it's done.
And it's better than a 50-50 chance that they're going to get that shot inside, into the net from inside that dotted line.
Well, explain to me now where it's still it's 5-on-4. Well, Brampton waiting to get there, so 5-on-5 now, but still in the box.
Serving the balance of the 5-minute major after the second goal was scored.
Okay, so
that first goal that was scored before the penalty was actually in the box was the first goal on the penalty.
That was the carryover. That was the question. Answer provided. Sutherland now on the run. That bullet wide of the mark, gets knocked down. McDonald trying to scoop it up cleanly. Campbell battling forward. Chelland didn't need to slide it away. He actually had it, and on the floor now. Tompkinson just a bit too hands-on. And possession now to the Express. 4.5 minutes to go here, third quarter. Express have had an answer every time the Outlaws have come close. That changeup fooled everyone. Bit of a knuckleball, still loose. Jeff Roy fishes it out and lets it go. Not good save. Rebound picked up and creased the call. So a good job by official Mark Sands right on the play, and in the meantime, between time, an illegal cross-check will send the Outlaws back to the penalty box. This the third power play opportunity for the Express. They're 1 for 2. They've also given up a shorthanded marker. And they'll work it around, try to give everyone a touch. Campbell at the top. Sutherland and Menzies on the right side. Jeff Roy working on that left side. Sutherland swinging around, 10 on the shot clock on the interchange. Dump back down low, and a beautiful finish there, and that was Draminski. So Sam Draminski with a power play goal for the Express, and the lead now 17-10.
Do I have to say what made this goal happen?
Well, you're going to say it anyway.
Ball move. That ball was never in anybody's stick for more than about a second and a half, and they just kept the ball moving, got the defense going side to side.
And this was some of the ball movement that we didn't see from Brampton in the Toronto game.
Yeah,
I thought
100%.
They just weren't as crisp as they are today. Outlaws now back to work on offense. Milligan, backhand pass. That goes right to Martin. And now the Express will counter the other way. Seems like they have dominated possession here in this third quarter. Eastrat, hesitation inside out, not the save. Looking for a good outlet pass. Picked off, not really, but John St. John. 1-on-2. St. John pulls his way in. Two defenders hit each other, and a good save there as a delayed penalty coming this time to the Express. Milligan, St. John. St. John will duck in. 10 on the shot clock. Quick stick, Simons, and a good save made there. But the Outlaws will get another opportunity with the man advantage. That will be their fourth power play. They are 2 for 3. They have given up a shorthanded marker as well. So with just over 3 minutes to go, Outlaws need a little bit of a push here.
Yep. 100%. They've got to get themselves. They need 2 or 3 in a row to get themselves back into this game.
Brampton has done a good job of answering when needed. St. John. Snap it up. Milligan will size that up. Martin shrugged his shoulders, made the save. And a good job by Gilmore. As there'll be a fresh clock now. Oshawa with possession. 2.5 to go. St. John. He'll peel back out. Kick it. Milligan. Milligan's bullet off the crossbar. So,
but that situation with Milligan and St. John right there, that's the story of how they're missing tonight, not getting that. That pass was about 4 inches outside of John's reach, and he had to step back to take it, so he didn't get the quick stick.
No look pass down low, kick out Simons. Simons overhand, steered aside. So another fresh clock, a minute to go in the man advantage. Milligan changing the angle, Martin making another good save, and an outlet just too far for Zach McDonald. He's going to run it down though. 45 seconds left in the man short for the Express. And a minute 40 left here, third quarter. They'll just look to burn some clock. Van Scheppen will keep it way away. 10 on the shot clock. And he'll go for a bit of a jog, 5, and he'll just float that up. Tompkinson now will counter the other way. 20 seconds left in the man advantage. Just about a minute 20 left now in the quarter. St. John. If Oshawa can get one here, go a little fight heading into the fourth. St. John goes to the underhand. That's wide of the mark. Martin can't find it, but it's not across the goal line. And now into the final minute. Medeiros does a good job to haul down that pass. Penalty over now. Teams back to 5 aside. Medeiros will wait. Now it's Sutherland. Got an overload on the right side. Sutherland takes advantage. Takes it in, up, down, and tucks it beautifully over the shoulder of Deacon Knott. So Zach Sutherland had been quiet since the first half. Picks up his third goal of the game. It's creative, Blair. You gotta
There's no,
say,
oh, no. This was strictly. He literally just beat the. What a great pick by Medeiros, but he fed him low, got him to go down, come up over top, and put it up over his shoulder. Like I said so many times, once a goalie going down, he can't get back up.
Looked like Deacon Knott stretched as far as he could, but you add that length of the stick to Sutherland, and that gave him the advantage. 40 seconds left now here in this third quarter. The lead is 8 for the Express. Swing around. Right side, left side. Kick it back, Eastrat. Not the save. Eastrat the rebound.
Kill the
25
clock.
seconds left in the quarter. He'll
Kill
go
the clock.
for a bit of a jog, kick it back. And just too much going on there with Chellin. And see who is the guilty party. Chellin certainly not hesitating as he heads to the penalty box. Question is, does he go solo? And
yeah, he is going solo, which
does.
the bench in Brampton is really not happy about. Because the first words out of Jay Dowling's mouth was, it better be both of them, and I heard it up here.
Well, not the case, and St. John now with 15 on the game clock. Shot clock turned off. Try to get a late goal here, get back in it. St. John works it. Rogers, dump it down. Quick stick finish. 1-2, and beautiful save by Martin. Rebound. Gilmore. Flip out. got to hurry. Shot on. And going to be a delayed penalty, as whatever happened down there, Jake Gilmore was not happy about. And it looks like it's going to be Zach McDonald that's going to make his way to the penalty box. So that's going to add, it's going to be a minute 42 with a 5-on-3.
I'll tell you right now, Coach Dowling over there is just shaking his head.
1.8, that shot on, steered aside, and 3/4 are in the books. We're going to get locked and loaded for the fourth quarter. We'll take a short break. You're watching the Arena Lacrosse League. Set to go here for the fourth quarter. I'm just glad that your family comes to the games, because there's a little bit of relief for me. I don't actually have to.
It's moral support.
Well,
for you.
For me, absolutely. Yeah. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, I don't know what happened to you. Your family's fantastic. You're just a little iffy on the border. Okay?
I taught them well.
Oh, you did you? Okay. It seems like they may have picked up a few things outside of the home, let's say.
Well, I told them they had to be nice to you.
Oh, they did. Yeah. And I know how well they listened to you, too, so I know that's questionable. But anyway, back to it here. Still a 5-on-3. Outlaws need to capitalize here for a minute, 10 seconds. And again, trying to go up, down, and over the shoulder.
Martin is just playing fantastic down there.
Martin has been solid. Milligan working down low. Swing across, quick stick, and that snuck its way in.
Yep.
So a good job, and there's that passing you were talking about, Blair, as Jake Gilmore, the recipient.
And there's nothing, especially when it's in this situation, it's 4-on-3. And when you've got an inverted triangle and you got one guy back in the crease, and this is a situation when you get that ball moving like that, it turns the defense around, and you just got no place to do it.
Good timing, too. Still a minute 15 to go in the second penalty. But the Express off the draw have numbers. Jonah Beam tried to go 5-0, not pick that up. Chance for some transition here. If Andrioli can get her going, he's going to have to hurry, and he just did not make it. Probably best to make that quick pass had Milligan open. Instead, now we're under 14 minutes gauge board. 52 seconds left in the penalty board. See if the Outlaws can't manage to put together a few goals here, get a little run going. Board swinging around Sutherland. Sutherland ducks in on 2, lets it go. That's wide of the mark. Loose, and a good job by Board. Keep it on the side of the line. He'll dump it back down deep into the offensive end. 30 seconds left in the penalty. And now the Outlaws. Jake Gilmore, no look pass, and was looking for it back, but it got picked off now, and on the move is Estrat. Picks up his own rebound, 2 good saves from Knott, and board though. So the battle for the loose balls going the way of the Express, as they are right now just outworking the Outlaws.
A little bit of luck in there on top of it.
You need luck to win, Blair. You know that. That one right on. Good save by Knott, and a heavy hit there. That'll be possession to Brampton as Chullen was taken down. And Sutherland now. He'll settle things and slide it across. Jeffroy looking for the screen and roll, working with Jerminski. Kick around. Menzies. Menzies gets a screen himself. He'll pop out, swing it around. Quick shot, and Knott just got enough of that to keep it out. That's going to be a crease call.
That was a close one for the crease, but I think they made the right call on that one. He got a piece of that crease with his stick.
See if that Deacon Knott save doesn't lead to something positive for the Outlaws. Backdoor Milligan, swing across looking for Haralek. Nothing doing. St. John, no. Collects that loose ball. No reset, 15 on the shot clock. St. John gets a step, hesitation, ducks in, kick it back out. Gilmore shot steered aside by Martin. McDonald now going to track it down, and he's got Medeiros. Medeiros, wrong 6 side in alone. Medeiros tried to go far side wide of the mark. Beltman trying to pocket that loose ball. He does. He'll move it up to Andrioli. 3-on-3. St. John. He'll think better of it, and he waits for Simons now. Simons one-on-one. Goes to the hard shot. That's wide of the mark. Martin looking for it, trying to bring it back. He does. And Rogers with a tackle. Delayed penalty coming, and Sutherland now. 10 on the shot clock. Extra attacker out there. Jerminski. Sutherland shot finds the mark. So the Express doing everything right as they work the ball around, and once again
Sutherland picking up his 4th, but again, they got the ball low, which forced the defense low, which got Sunderland that little bit of extra room, and he just was able to step into the dotted line and let one go.
Thought he did a great job with a quick release there.
Oh, yeah.
Let that go just a bit early, a fraction of a second early. And the Express now to add to their 8-goal lead. We're under 11 minutes to go. Farthing, he'll run that down, move it up. Beltman now will get it over the timeline. Milligan was swinging around St. John. On St. John. 15 on the shot clock. Milligan shot wide of the mark. Rebound picked up Simons. Good save there, Martin. Rebound Gilmore. Fresh 30 Oshawa. St. John. Haralek. He'll duck back in. Chased out by Volkov. Looking in tight. St. John working in a closet. I tell you, 3rd of the game for John St. John.
And as good a player as John St. John is, Brampton has to recognize this, and you got to put a guy right on him and deny him the ball, kind of like what we were talking about on Saturday night. Because if there, I mean, you can't let a guy like that stand right between 2 defenders, because he's going to bury that ball every time. That's
Well,
just how good a lacrosse player he is.
In their defense, he kept moving all the time, and the toughest player to cover is a player that's moving.
Yeah.
Double team there, and McDonald does a good job to cushion the blow and keep possession here as the Outlaws still fighting. St. John flip it back. Andrioli! So where have you been? the veteran Nick Andrioli with his 11th goal of the season, and it's a timely one. Back-to-back goals, it's 19-12.
And once again, who's setting it up? Number 7. Sucks 3 guys down with him with the ball. Throws a little flip pass right back to the guy, and Andrioli just buries it.
John St. John continuing his UNICEF ways in feeding the world. As ball loose, and it's picked up, it's Menzies on the run. That one steered aside by Knott, got just enough of that. And now Andrioli. He'll roll it over the line. McDonald now. Oshawa with a chance here to pull a little closer as we inch toward the 9.5-minute mark. Simons, his shot. Good shoulder save there by Martin. Loose now. Simons keeps it on the side. Caught that line. That'll be an over and back. And possession will go the other way. And Simons now is going to get a penalty for delay a game. And there needs not be an argument. Not quite sure what the argument was, Blair. Clearly that was over and back is the call.
What Oshawa is arguing is about is they were waving the over and back off because it was a shot off on the goal. But what they're not should be realizing is he picked the ball up on the offensive side of the center floor, and he's fully stepped over the line at that point. So that nullifies that situation.
Pay attention to the game. It's over and back. Simple as that. Back to the power play go the Express. Last game we saw Ryan Campbell buried down in that left crease spot. Now kind of where I think he should be, out facilitating. Sutherland trying to return that pass. It's intercepted, and McDonald's been all over the carpet. Beauty pass. Tagore, good save by Martin. Made that one look easy. And that would have been a big goal for the Outlaws. Back the other way, Express. Tic-tac. Almost the back of the net. Deacon didn't know where he was, but he made a save. And now McDonald will work with Tagore. They get it over the timeline.
They got the tick and the tack. They forgot the toe.
He did. Someone ain't got a toe. St. John. Hesitation. Splits 2. Still rocking his way to that rim, but went through the crease. And Brampton now going to counter the other way under 8.5. I see you signaling here, Coach. Might be a good time to slow it down. Delayed penalty coming.
Not only that, you got a power play. You don't want to take a fast break.
But do you want to give them the ball quick so that you can start that 5-on-3 sooner? Would be my sort of idea. 5 on the shot clock. Campbell's going to have to take it, and he does. So works out just the way it was diagrammed, with Ryan Campbell picking up his 4th of the game.
I guess maybe he finally figured out what's going on with his stick or what was going wrong with it. But
stop
once
picking
again,
on Campbell, all right?
Once again, great ball movement. Joffrey put it down to the crease, and unfortunately, they didn't have that one-timer, came back out to the top. But again, ball goes low, ball comes high, you're turning the defense around.
So the Outlaws do manage to, and it looks like St. John in the penalty box. So 5th power play opportunity for the Express.
Yeah, the delayed penalty takes the one out of the penalty box that was in there, and the new one goes in.
That's the beauty. So, and almost a finish Menzies. So that play is setting it up. Very deliberate. 2-on-1 now. Farthing to Wallace. Wallace shot. Half-hearted, well wide of the mark. And a good job to run it down was Brooks. Ford will move it up to Campbell. 7:20 to go here. Menzies trying to duck in, going low, but missed the net. No reset. Board with the carom. And now Board from the top. Chellan. Not sure if that was a pass or a shot.
Yeah, that was a pass, and it hit Feltman, and it hurt.
That save stopped by Knott. And ball loose. Board picks it up. He outraces Tagore. And again, fresh 30 to work with for the Express. And good job by Knott as he kept that basket right between the wickets. 40 seconds left. Knott aiming for that backdoor cut. Milligan boxing out in there, posting up. Cam Milligan looking for something. Milligan fakes again. Milligan pulls it back out and finds Gilmore. Gilmore, stick check, picked up, and it just didn't go over the line.
That was on the
Rogers.
line, right on it.
I thought that was very close. It rolled on that line, but didn't go across. The whole ball has to go across the line for it to be a goal. So the Express may have dodged a bit of a bullet there as dying seconds now with a St. John penalty. And we are at the 6-minute mark here in the fourth. Express in control. Sutherland steps in and beauty pass, better finish. So Jerminski has just been on the receiving end. That's the second time he's taken a beauty feed. Second time he's found the back of the net.
Good thing for Brampton right now is their cross-floor passes are working. That's something that hasn't happened for them for a while. But not only that, you really gotta feel for Knott right now because he was in a complete split, flat in the ground, and there's nothing you can do when you guys got the whole top of the net to put the ball in.
Well, your goalie's your last line of defense, not your first. So
Supposed to be.
something happened prior to that.
This is what's caught Brampton before. You got 3 defenders that didn't go off the floor. You gotta go off the floor.
Well, in their defense, there's 5.5 to go and you got a commanding lead. Maybe let these guys work a little offense. Let your O rest them a minute. Since they seem to be working on all cylinders, they're collecting the rebounds. Chellin out there with Menzies. Menzies swings it around. McDonald back to Menzies. Menzies going to tee that one up wide of the mark. Ball loose. Express got it. No reset. Dump back down low. And how about that finish there? So Gavin Tebow looking awfully comfortable in that uniform. Pockets his first of the game.
First of the year, I think, because they just took the ball to the bench. But great job by McDonald to get on that loose ball off the shot, off the boards. And the Oshawa defender got caught in a situation. He wasn't sure which way to go. And McDonald made a great pass down to Tebow on the crease.
Tebow did a good job, blew right by Andrioli, and sweet move to find the back. Under 5 minutes to go here. Express now on the move, and that's going to be too many. And that was an easy call there as
Oh, yeah.
the Outlaws will go back to work with a man advantage. So just trying to get that, half step were the Express and left just a wee bit early. 7th power play opportunity for the Outlaws. They have managed 3 goals. Problem is they've also given up 2 shorthanded markers.
Yep.
And where the issue is, as looks like we're going to go to our officials timeout. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with more of the fourth. Back, as some people should just be the analysts and not the comedians. Let the professionals handle that. But
When I meet one, I'll let him be.
yeah, good one. No look, St. John looking for Milligan cutting. Got knocked down. Now Eastrat on the move with board. Eastrat, he'll pull back out, and good decision there. I think no need to press the issue if not necessary, and they'll look to burn some clock here. Minute and a half to go in the man short. Board. 10 on the shot clock. He's just going to protect and then flip, and does a good job to loft it into that corner. 30 killed. We're under 4 minutes now, fourth quarter, minute 10 left in the power play.
This is definitely a different team than we saw the other night. But having said that, Toronto played great on defense. I'm not saying Oshawa's not, but Brampton's just running.
Brampton's rolling tonight, and that's just the matter of fact. No look, and Harlick wasn't able to pocket the quick stick. 5 on the shot clock. Gonna have to hurry here. Milligan's shot on target. Rebound Harlick, fresh 30. 40 seconds left in the power play. Under 3.5 to go. Simons, Gilmore. Gilmore will bring it back out. Simons working around Milligan. Milligan filter down interchange. Simons, that one goes off the crossbar and off the rafters. So we'll stay right here. Possession remain. 26 seconds left in the penalty. Milligan, no look, and a quick stick, but Martin got across just in time.
Oh.
And Board missed the outlet pass, so Andrioli.
Oh, you can't do that.
Counter the other way, and you must be talking about a line change. Gilmore, good save by Martin as he bails out his teammates on a poor line change. Gilmore, and Simons took exception to whatever it was that Zach McDonald said or did. And judging by the body language, may have been a slash. We'll see if they're both going to go.
I don't think so. I think it's just Oshawa that's going.
That is the case, as Simons will make that slow stroll. 6th power play of the game for the Express. 2 for 5. They too have given up a shorthanded marker. So back to work as we're under 3. That pass almost picked off Tompkinson. Campbell recovers, swings it around. Left side crease, gets it back. Kick it over, right shooter. Jeff Roy tees it up, saved by Knott. Beltman battling for it with Chullen. Sutherland in there to help. And Beltman bodying both players as a good job to come away with it, but the strip now, and it's going to be Tagore. Tagore on the move. Looking for some help. Had Tompkinson, couldn't see him. And he gets it to St. John now as we are at the 2-minute warning. Rogers leaning in. Kicks it back out. Tompkinson shot finds the mark. So give credit to Rogers. He did all the work. Tompkinson, though, provided the finish.
And the one thing you can't do when you're man short is get caught cheating on the ball. And that's exactly what happened here. Look, you got 3 Brampton guys playing the ball and left Tompkinson standing all by himself 5 feet out in front of the crease. So you know who you got to blame for it? Nobody but yourself.
Well, you got a man advantage, and yet Tompkinson's wide open. So someone has some splaining to do. 1 minute and 6 to go in the penalty. Sutherland not able to grab that pass, and not sure what happened to Volkov.
I think he's got a stinger on his arm. It just hit him right in the right spot, or the wrong spot.
Right, wrong. St. John spinning off Van Scheppen. Reverse, kicks it back out. Andrioli can't shed a defender. And it's now Milligan will let it go. That goes off a helmet. And possession will stay right here with the Outlaws. Minute 22 to go. 36 seconds left to burn here in the man short. And you can just see in the middle there, Wallace and McDonald battling it out. And now Medeiros They continue to work down at the end, as good job by the officials to get in. That pass back and forth, Gage board. And now look, Tagore will move it up. 50 seconds left here in this game. St. John looking for Webb. And through the crease will give possession to Brampton. 45 seconds left. McDonald, no need to go anywhere.
No, this is where if you're smart, you just eat the ball. That's it.
Go for a little bit of a run. No need to. That one on target, not the save. So it looks like the Express have put together 4 solid quarters here on this Wednesday night. They will take the season series, and Milligan will pocket that. And we'll have some extra corrects. Milligan's 4th of the game with 60.
Doing it. Go on in the room.
Yeah, I think with
No,
that
we're not
time
having an
left,
start.
no, best to exit stage left, and it'd be a good idea.
You kind of saw that coming with everything that was going on there on the last offensive set. There was a lot of, I don't know, animosity.
Well, Simons took exception and answered, and
Van Scheppen put a little punch. They both got a little punch into the face, but
so Brampton will take this season series. They will have won both games, both meetings between these two. Brampton will more than likely claim sole possession of second place. But remember, both these two teams back in action this week. Brampton hosts Six Nations on Friday, and then Oshawa will host on Saturday night. So time winding down, and that is going to do it. 22-15 the final. With the win, the Express now, they will up their record now to 10-3. They claim second place. Oshawa will fall now to 9-4. And Blair, just some of your quick thoughts before we wrap it up.
Well, it's the first game, I think, in about 5 that we've actually seen Brampton play a good game. They moved, not just the ball, they moved their feet. And I think what we saw tonight, Oshawa missed. Laskowicz out there, but you know what? They weren't the same team that we've seen play in the past. And I think that will change come the playoffs.
Well, it certainly has. As the Express look good, Outlaws have some work to do, but either way, week 14, the final week of the regular season in full effect. We'll be back Friday night, Brampton Memorial. Brampton, Six Nations. On behalf of the JVI production crew, my partner Blair Campbell, I'm Lance Wynn. Remember, every child matters. From the Arena Lacrosse League, we'll see you next time.